YouTube, it's Erin, and I am the Handbag Housewife, and I'm back again with another video. Today's video is going to be the final one from my Mediterranean cruise I got back from a few weeks ago. And we are going to talk about Florence, Italy, as well as Saint Paul de Vence in France. And I may butcher the names, I'm sorry if I do, but I do want to show you the last few souvenirs I picked up. Some of you noticed one of them in yesterday's video, and so I am actually wearing it today. It is a beautiful necklace, and it's by Aissy Jewels, and the brand name is Humilis, and Aissy is a place in Italy, and they hand make these necklaces and rings and bracelets there. And I also got this ring as well. And some of them are meant to look like the ceilings of buildings, like they have one for the Pantheon. And some of them are meant to look like cathedral windows. I think there's some that look like symbols, and they have all sorts of materials that they use, from crystals and sterling silver to real gold and to plated gold. And this piece here, as well as this piece here, they are both sterling silver. They do a combination of a brushed technique in the center and then the shiny silver around the outside. And this necklace here, I think, was €125, and this one was €130. And they have a smaller version of the necklace that is €79. And it is a little bit smaller than the ring. And so I wanted to go with the necklace to be bigger than the ring. And so that's how I ended up with this pairing. And then I was able to get a VAT refund on them. So I got this on the Golden Bridge at Florence. But Aissy Jewels actually has locations in other cities as well. And so if you have been to Florence, or Venice, or Rome, or a myriad of other places, you can pick up souvenirs that basically represent some of the architecture and symbols that you see in some of these other places. And you can filter the search by city. And that's the best way to find pieces that might help you remember a place that you've been. The bridge that I found this on, they call it the Gold Bridge because there's just a myriad of jewelry shops on the bridge, but it's also called Ponte Vecchio, and I'm sure I am butchering that. I'll be doing lots of butchering in this video, but I'll do the best I can. So this particular circle, it actually represents the rose window in the church of the Santa Maria del Fiore, which is in the Plaza Duomo in Florence. So Santa Maria del Fiore is one of the largest churches in the world, and it was so big I couldn't even fit it into one picture. I tried my best, and the main window above the doors on the front side of it, that is the rose window, which is what my pendant is. And so I thought this church was absolutely gorgeous. There was so much marble, at least I think that's what it was on the outside. It was just incredible. And I think it took a really long time to build, if I remember correctly. And it was on the Plaza Duomo, which was a beautiful square. And there was another really, really pretty religious building right across the street from it, or not really right across the street, right across the square. In fact, this building was set pretty much in the middle of the square, and I'll pop a picture of that in here too. It had some gorgeous doors that looked like they were golden, and apparently the original golden doors got damaged by a flood, and they are now in the museum, and these are replicas, but they were still stunning. So the souvenirs I picked up in Florence were this necklace and this ring. And I did get a chance to walk by not only the Gucci Garden store, which is where my sister-in-law and niece picked up this gorgeous card holder for me this past year from. The Gucci Garden store is a one-of-a-kind store that's only in Florence, and when I was there, I had a very small amount of time, and there was a line. So I didn't get to go in, so I decided to walk to the Gucci store. And when I got there, there was again a line. And to me, it wasn't worth waiting in those lines. And so I went to the Ponte Vecchio, or that golden bridge, and I looked for jewelry. And that is how I ended up picking up these pieces. But I will go ahead and pop in a little bit of footage of what those Gucci stores look like from the outside, just so you have a little bit of eye candy. So that is where Gucci was founded, next to this beautiful tower, and I think it's a church. So I'm guessing Gucci was founded in 1921. There is a garden store nearby to where I am, and there's only one of those in the world. My sister-in-law and niece bought me something from that store. There is a line to go into this one. So yes, it was a little bit of a bummer. I did not get to go into Gucci, but honestly, I'm okay with it. I would have liked to go into the garden store since there's only one of those in the world, maybe a bit more than the regular Gucci. But I found whenever my sister-in-law was shopping that the prices on Gucci were really not all that much better in Italy than they are here in the States when you find a deal. And so I was okay with not going there. I wanted to pick up special souvenirs that I couldn't get here in the States. And it's funny because then the necklace and the ring that I picked up, it turns out you can order them. And so I'm going to link them down below, like I mentioned. And if you want to pick up one to remind you of something you saw on a previous vacation, or if you just like the look of them, they are available to order. Of course, if you get it in solid gold, it's a lot more money, but I thought this at 125 euro, which is probably around $130, is really a good deal. So the other place I would like to talk to you about is Saint Paul de Vence. So our cruise ship parked in Cannes, France, and then we took a meandering bus ride to a perfume factory, which I didn't even go inside because I get headaches from strong smells like that. So my mom and I sat outside, waited for the perfume factory tour to be over, and then we drove to Saint Paul de Vence. And it is a medieval city fortified by a wall all the way around it, cobblestone streets, the most beautiful scenery that you could possibly imagine, and just store after store after store from artists that were local to the area. And some of the merchandise was boutique type merchandise, clothing and knickknacks and that sort of thing. And some of it was art. So I guess it wasn't all art. And there were also some wonderful places to pick up a snack. I picked up a quiche while I was there, and it was fantastic. I shopped up and down the street. We had literally 45 minutes, and I walked around the perimeter of the town as well a couple of times, taking pictures of everything I saw that I thought was beautiful. Here comes Maisie making an appearance. You heard them barking in the background probably not too long ago. But I did find one thing, and it's actually something, once again, that you can buy online, but I've only found it in one location. So I walked by this same boutique a couple different times, and I kept seeing this jacket pop out at me as I walked by. And this jacket is completely reversible. It's by a brand called Zach and Zoe, I think. I may be getting that wrong. If I am, I'll put it down here. But I think it's Zach and Zoe. It's a Parisian brand. And this jacket, like I said, is completely reversible. Now, I tried on the medium and I also tried on the large. And I ended up getting the large because I wanted to have a loose fit as opposed to a fitted look. So I'm going to stand up and show you. So I have to squat down a little bit, but you can see I have kind of a looser fit. And the medium fit as well. It's really, really stretchy and comfortable. And I just loved all of the designs in the material. I think it's quite lovely. And look, you can completely turn it around, and I feel like it's pretty close to the University of Kansas blue when you do so. So here it is, completely reversed. You do have a little bit of the floral pattern that peeks out, and then of course if you'd want to do a raised neck on it, you can see that it also would have a little bit of the floral that would pop out. So those are the souvenirs I picked up at the last two locations we went to, both Florence and Saint Paul de Vence. And I hope you have enjoyed this series of my Mediterranean trip with all of the beautiful sights and a lot of what I consider to be pretty fabulous shopping along the way. If you have, please give me a big thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, what are you waiting for? Do it and ring the notification bell so that you are notified of future exciting content such as this. Also, go find me on Instagram. The name there's the same. It's the @ then the Handbag Housewife, all lowercase. You can DM me there or you can email me at thehandbaghousewife@gmail.com. If I don't hear from you, I will see you again real soon. Take care and have a fabulous day. Bye.